Hi guys, how all are you? Today let me tell you one secret that will speedify your all manifestations. It will help you more than visualization, more than scripting, more than affirmations, anything that you can think of. It will actually subtly but powerfully shift your game of manifestation. Learning how to say no. When you actually want to say no, just say it. And that is one biggest factor that blocks your manifestations. When you stop entertaining the energies that are draining you, when you just stop them, you put a block and you just say, no, I cannot have you. The things that are meant for you come to you much, much faster. Why saying no is a manifestation superpower? So here is one truth. Your life does not get stuck because universe is not listening. It gets stuck because your energy, your energetic field is all crowded with the stuff that you do not want, do not say no to. It's crowded with obligations, people you do not like, people who do not support you, thoughts that are not supposed to be helping you, conversations that you do not want to be a part of, guilt based yeses when you're actually wanting to say no, and emotional noise that is running in your mind 24/7. Every single no that you will say, it creates a space for a yes from the universe. Just remember this next time when you're manifesting something that you do not want or like. Example of a friend who has just had a breakup, let's say, and they are dumping all this emotional drama on your energetic field, and because you're such a good friend, you just cannot say no, and you just accept and let it soak in and manifest things later in your life that were just not aligned for you. Now the point here is not to be rude, guys, but I want you to say no subtly and protect your energy. That is very important, and it is important if you want a happy life. Staying in half-hearted relationship, you know someone is inconsistent, you know somebody is unworthy of your time, but you keep giving them a chance. Maybe they will change, maybe something good will happen. Your energy keeps getting stuck in anxiety and hopes. No space for the real partner who you deserve. At work, you keep saying yes to the projects that are less meaningful to you, or where do you want to go, or what do you want to achieve. You keep saying yes every single time your boss wants you to take that up. Even though they don't pay you well, they don't match your skills, you still just keep saying yes for the sake of it. Your time gets blocked, and guess what happens? You miss the actual opportunities that might have been aligned for you. The pattern is oh so simple. When you hold on to something that you do not want, what do you really want cannot enter. There is no space. Now, why do we struggle for saying no? What is the actual cause? Let's figure that out. You don't struggle because you're mentally, physically, emotionally weak. You struggle because that's what your conditioning has been for the longest time ever. We're conditioned to keep everybody happy. Do not disappoint people. Be a nice girl or be a nice guy. Not cause conflicts, because conflicts can create chaos. If not directly, you were subtly conditioned to not to lose people, because that will leave you alone at the end. Oh my god. And you were conditioned to look about worrying about looking rude, because people, everybody, your mom for example, she wanted you to be this sweet little girl who everybody adores, but the part she missed is, guys, you are not liked because you're super duper sweet. But here's the deal, guys, super sweet people only get used and not loved. Stop thinking that if you're super sweet, people will suddenly like you and people will appreciate you. No, that is a doorway for making you a doormat in their lives. Every time you said yes where you wanted to say no, you have again abandoned yourself. You have lost your wish. You told your subconscious mind, I'm not important. Being nice, being sweet, and having these people, having these situations in my life continuously is super important. So let's just keep saying yes every single time you want to say no. And guys, manifestation cannot work when you are abandoning your own energy. You're not ready to accept the truth that people do not care what you feel, they just care how you make them feel. That is the only important part for them. Now, how saying no can speed up your manifestation, the real part. Let's get started. Say no to something that drains you, your vibration rises automatically. Self-worth increases, your boundaries are set in concrete. Your clarity becomes sharp. You're now more sure of what exactly do you want and what exactly you do not want to hold on to. Your energy becomes more focused when you say no, because now you really know, okay, I've just taken that thing that I did not require out of my way. Now I really know what do I want. The universe starts responding immediately. You will see results immediately. Your energy will shift when you say no to things that do not matter to you. And guys, let me tell you this. Saying no is not a rejection. If you think, oh my god, I just said no and they might feel bad and something will happen, let me tell you this. Rejection is not denial, rejection is a redirection. It's basically you telling the universe, I'm ready for something better. Now, the thing is, a lot of us struggle like how to say no, where to start. Do I exactly say no to people I love or people I care for, or saying no in workplaces where saying no might be a little trickier than other situations? And guys, before jumping into the sentences that can help you set those boundaries very clear, I want you to understand one thing, that if you do not feel this inside, if you do not, while in beginning, let's say, you will not be able to kind of say no to people and be okay with it, but slowly you have to develop a habit. It's all about habits, like how seriously you care about yourself and how interested you are in your own manifestations without worrying about what others will think and how others will see you after saying this no. So for example, here are some quick sentences that you can use to kind of set that boundary without sounding rude. To people, basically, you can just tell them, I'm not available, I do not have the energy for this thing right now, or I'll just pass this time. These sound very casual, but trust me, guys, once you start saying this to people and to protect your energy, you will be seen as a person who knows what they want. While in the beginning, people always have difficulty adjusting with things like these. But I want to make sure that you keep consistent with it. You keep your habits intact, regardless of the fact what others are going to think about you or how they're going to judge you. To situations where you're kind of a little uncomfortable, I want you to hold your ground and tell them clearly, guys, this doesn't work for me. Maybe I'll just, carry on with my own things this time. And you tell yourself, I'm focusing on myself right now. Every time something triggers you, something that kind of, brings the hidden emotions from you, or something that has been bothering you for some time now, every time something like that happens, you remind yourself that I'm not giving into the pressure. I'm focusing on my work, I'm focusing on my deadlines, I'm focusing on my growth. I'm choosing peace over pressure every single time. Every time something, a draining conversation starts, you always want to change the topic subtly without letting the other person know that you're kind of trying to avoid it. Shift the conversation to something positive or something good that happened or something good about them. People love to hear good things about them, and the minute you do it, it just instantly changes the conversation very quickly. And to your own old habits, you want to tell yourself, I'm not that person anymore. That version of me is no longer active. It is gone. It is dismissed. I do not care about it. I am operating from a brand new energy. Moral of the story is just keep it simple, keep it precise, keep it honest, and do not over explain to people. This one bad thing that I notice in a lot of people, I used to do that a lot. Every time you say something that kind of you think is not very pleasing to the other person, you start defending yourself immediately. Stop doing that, guys. The minute you start defending yourself, you're basically telling yourself that, oh, I just said something wrong. No, you did not say something wrong. You said what was right and what was right for you, and that is most important. 24 hours from now, what all can we do to get into the vibe and doing what is right for us? How do we do that? Step 1, do a 24-hour pause. Every time something feels odd to you, something that doesn't really align with you, you want to say, let me get back to you. Stop answering to questions or responses immediately, because what happens when you give these quick responses, people are basically trying to get out of you what they want. Now if you take this pause, this gives you the time and energy to judge what you really want from this situation and take a decision. Gives you the space to choose alignment rather than a hasty answer, something that you will later regret. And I think we all should start with step number 2, saying no to small things. Let's say a daily household chore that can kind of wait. It is not super immediate. Your relaxation is more important. Say no to it and just go chill, hang out, whatever you want. Say no to gossips. Biggest factor that can shift your energy super duper fast. Say no to gossip subtly. Just move away from the situation, or just get on a call, get out of that situation. And you can always tell them something good, something positive that happened, and try to shift the scenario. And if you see the person is unresponsive, you can always choose to walk away. Negative social media, big one, guys. While social media has brought a lot of changes in our society for good, but with good, everything has its own drawbacks. Stop consuming over too much information on social media. Stop watching bad news, what's happening bad around the world. There are a lot of things that are going right and going wrong at the same time in this timeline. But what you want to see is more important. Stop consuming negative feedback, negative news, negative scenarios, something bad that is happening. Stop consuming all of that information right now. Stop entertaining one side conversations. There are people who will always tell stories as if they were the hero and somebody else was the villain. These kind of stories drain your energy, and you start kind of, again, judging the other person. Stop entertaining such stories and getting involved in anything that involves this kind of conversation. Obligations that drain you. Your father wants you to go to a party, a friend's birthday party, let's say. You don't want to go there. I want you to just say no. And now I'm not telling go and be rude to your dad, or but say it subtly. I don't feel like it and I'm not in a good mood, and just make an excuse and save yourself. Now why? Because you need to save your energy. If you do not enjoy that party, that person's company, you're always free to choose what you really want. Basically, small no's build the muscle for the big no's and for big scenarios that might come up in the future. And step number 3, guys, always notice, how do you feel after saying no to something that you did not want? It feels liberating, trust me. You feel lighter, you feel more powerful, you feel more in control, more aligned, more respected. And this is very important. This will shift your energy so fast that you will instantly notice it. This is basically your nervous system that is relearning to say no. And step number 4, guys, universe usually responds faster to your no's than your yeses. You will see that when you start doing this exercise. And right after a no, right after a hard no, that this is not aligned for me, this is not meant for me, universe will instantly start sending you good people, good messages, money, wealth, everything, in the small chunks or in bigger chunks. It depends, it totally depends on your energy. You will start getting clarity, you will start getting better ideas. People will kind of start noticing that shift that you have just created. Not everybody is in a position to say no. It is a choice that we make for ourselves. It stops attracting idiots, stop attracting bad people, stop attracting lack in your life. Saying no, you always want to see as an energetic protection. The more you protect your energy, your aura, your thoughts, the faster your manifestation will be. This is all for today. I really hope you enjoyed this conversation. Tell me how it was and what else would you like to discuss. Till then, I'll see you in another video. I really hope you take very good care of yourself and your manifestations. I love you all. Bye.